The following podcast may contain adult language and an abundance of splits. So get ready, nerds, because we're talking Jean-Claude Van Damme's new movie, The Last Mercenary. Welcome and thank you for joining us today on the Salty Nerd Podcast. We're going to be talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme, our favorite 80s action hero, and his new movie, The Last Mercenary. I am joined, as always, by my fantastic panel of nerds and Jean-Claude Van Damme experts. Matt Vader, 74. Welcome, sir. How are you doing today?
Hello. Oui.
Did you watch this with subtitles, or did you do the?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Did you do the English?
So here's the thing, man. This is a French movie, which immediately I call bullshit on because I don't like to watch fucking French movies. All right, but that being said, I did try to be a team player and read this movie. I failed miserably. I got about 45 minutes into it and I said, fuck this. And I turned the absolutely atrocious dubs on for this movie.
Okay.
And I then it kind of made me at least laugh a little bit. So yeah, it was fun.
Jude is also here.
Hello.
Are you stoked to talk about JCVD?
I'm ready, and I'm upset now because I only watched the overdub version. I didn't know that there was a French version with subtitles.
Oh my God, it's so much better.
I think I would have liked it more.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Matthew Kadish is also here. Welcome, sir.
So I'm very disappointed at the lack of close-ups of Jean-Claude's muscles in this movie.
Yeah.
I was expecting a lot more JCVD than we got. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going into a non-spoiler review of this film.
Yep. To start, guys, we're going to do non-spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, you don't have to worry about it. And then we're going to transition over to our members-only spoiler reviews. So stay tuned for that. All right. Getting into this movie. Jude, do you have a synopsis?
I do.
Excellent. Go for it.
2021, The Last Mercenary, rated TV-MA with a runtime of 1 hour 50 minutes. Archibald is a good boy who's estranged from his dad, bad boy agent Jean-Claude Van Damme. When a Tony Montana Scarface wannabe steals his identity, the government arrests the real Archibald, and it's up to JCVD to clear his son's name and protect him.
Spoiler alert. Oh, well, fuck it.
That's like in the first couple minutes.
I know, but still. All right. I was expecting not a comedy.
Correct.
So,
this is a comedy?
Yeah. So when I went in, it's very much comedy.
I didn't laugh once.
That's too bad.
We didn't say it was a good comedy.
So is it because it's French?
Probably.
Damn Frenchies. I swear.
It's okay. We're not big in French. French? Whatever. French bread.
I like French toast. What kind of French do
We're
you
huge in
like?
Italy, though.
Yes, we are, apparently.
Well,
Top 100.
I'd much rather have some spaghetti than some
Have you ever had French spaghetti?
No. I've had some.
Every time somebody talks about the French, I always think about that scene from Better Off Dead where she's like, I made French bread
Every single time.
and French dressing and French toast. It's just so stupid. Oh, I love that movie.
Go to breakfast at a French restaurant. You get a piece of bread and some lettuce sprouts.
So when I heard that Jean-Claude Van Damme was making a new movie on Netflix, I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
and I was expecting more of like an action oriented, but I shouldn't have.
Which is the vibe we got from the trailer.
Yes.
The trailer was this is a new action with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
But going off of his Jean-Claude Van Johnson TV show, which is very meta, very self-aware, and very comedic, I should have known better. Like that seems to be the vein that he's going in, and I'm all right with it because it kind of works. So once I was like, a couple minutes in, I'm like, oh, this is a comedy, and I had to like shift my brain a little bit. Then I was on board. I did the subtitles because I don't like overdubbing. Doesn't matter what language it's in, it's always terrible. I go for subtitles.
I 100% agree with you. The dubbing was
horrendous.
Not
atrocious.
Good. I wish that I had just watched it in French with the subtitles because I actually really do like French films. So I think that would have made it better for me.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to get on board with this. Like I was expecting a Jean-Claude Van Damme action movie. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I was led to believe by the trailer. And like halfway through, I was like, is a lot more story in here than I'm used to with a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. I thought I was going to get all like splits and kicks, and there wasn't like no blood, no.
Well, we did get some splits,
We got some splits.
I got like 2.
a few kicks.
But I thought that's all I was getting, and that's all I kind of wanted. But there was just a lot more of a convoluted story in this than I needed.
Okay.
I mean,
I will say for how old did we say Jean-Claude was? 60s?
Yeah.
The fight scenes were on point.
Great.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude was good in this.
I wanted more.
Yeah.
Of that.
Although it is pretty obvious when they were using a stand-in for him. in
Yeah,
the
at
fight
times.
scene.
Yeah.
I thought Jean-Claude being Jean-Claude in this movie when he was on it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I did too.
all the other extra hundreds other directions this movie goes that
All the other French shit.
It wasn't Jean-Claude that threw me in this movie. It was all the French shit. It was just like there was some really corny stuff in this.
Oh
thing.
yeah, it was very goofy, very silly. Kadish, what did you think about this movie?
So this is Jean-Claude Van Damme's first action comedy. Intentional comedy, I should say. So like, he was, this is a movie that is in on the joke of having Jean-Claude Van Damme be its main character. It just didn't handle that joke very well.
I agree.
Like I felt like I was watching an episode of Jean-Claude Van Johnson when I was watching this movie, because it is kind of like cheesy and kitschy, and it has like a lot of great kind of like Jean-Claude
Isms?
Van Damme jokes, like inside things, like and we'll get more into that in the spoiler section. But so like as a JCVD fanboy watching this movie, every time he was on screen, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like when they were doing flashbacks and like he's dressed like Rambo from First Blood.
Those are the best parts.
Yeah. And I was like, I want more of that. And then as Jude said, they get into a super convoluted plot, which is, it's almost like a zany Peter Sellers type French thing.
Right.
And the humor, I don't think translates to us Neanderthalic Americans all that well, because because it is kind of like a zany kind of over the top humor.
It's very slapsticky.
I got very like
slapsticky.
Pink Panther vibes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Very Pink
100%.
Panther.
Hamburger, hamburger, like that the whole fucking
you mean
time.
the Pink Panther remake?
Yes,
No,
yeah.
I was talking about the Peter Seller.
Oh, maybe it could have been that too.
I was going through this thing and it finally kind of hit me that it's very French.
It's very French.
It's very, very French. And I the more we got into it, I'm like, man, this thing is really too French for me. And I got it. And I'm like, no, man, come on, man.
But
be better. Yeah.
Even the action scenes in this movie weren't all that good.
No.
It was kind of very generic action thing. And I feel like if they had leaned into the fact that Jean-Claude Van Damme is your main character more, like that would have made the movie more enjoyable. As it stands, I feel like it was a very meh kind of movie, like something that like I watched it and I was like, I kind of wish that had been better.
Thousands of people are so furious with us right now.
Yeah.
That's okay. I want him to forget these kind of movies. Go make Cyborg. Go make Cyborg 4
Yes,
or something.
Can you please?
You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. I want to see the dude from Cyborg in his 60s. I want to see what the world's gone into. I want to, what's some other movies?
I even want him to like flip franchises and make a Terminator movie.
Let's
do it. I'll fucking watch that shit.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Bloodsport. Give me a new Bloodsport movie.
See what I want from seriously. The more I've been thinking about this, the more I think it would be fantastic is if he ended up in one of our favorite shows, C.
Yes.
As a blind fighting
we
guru.
We have headcanoned this already.
Holy, and like trains.
Dude, it's amazing. The script.
maybe he can be the leader of.
That was a nice French little. Yeah.
He can
wait.
He can be the leader of the people from Cleveland.
Yes.
Yeah,
the Cleveland Knights. What are they called? The Javantes or something?
No, those are
Galantes.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever.
So like for Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, this was less of a serious movie than I wanted it to be. I'm missing that like hardcore, serious, fun Jean-Claude movie. This is too silly.
I did enjoy the parts.
Silly.
Jean-Claude himself was in.
Yes, I did too.
The rest of the movie, I did not.
I appreciated that he did his own dubbing.
Yeah.
Yes,
He did. Yeah.
Kadish, overall, like, do you recommend people check this out?
I would recommend it if you're already a Jean-Claude Van Damme fan.
Actually, I don't know, because like, if you're not a Jean-Claude Van Damme fan, you wouldn't necessarily be disappointed by this.
Well, I mean, I think that, you know, if you're a JCVD lover, you're going to see anything that he's in. This is not one of the better ones, but it's better than some of the other stuff he's done recently.
I've said this about a lot of movies that have come out lately, but it was a half hour too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have cut a lot of stuff out of this movie, made it less French, and it would have been a lot better. You know.
All right.
So,
But yeah, I guess I would recommend it if you're already a fan. If you're not and you don't get Jean-Claude Van Damme, don't watch it.
yeah.
Okay.
The dubbing was terrible. Like, Netflix has a really bad dubbing department, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all the shows and movies where they do dubbing, it doesn't work right. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty down on this. I'd probably give it 2 stars out of 5.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to move over to our spoiler section. This is for club members only. If you want to join up in the club, go to saltynerdclub.com. You are going to get 4 exclusive episodes just for club members, where we just are completely every month. Thank you. Completely raw, unfiltered. This is where we can say stuff that might get removed from YouTube or Apple or Spotify or wherever the overlords might not like what we say. That's where you're going to get it. We're also going to be doing full access to our Discord server, where we talk about all kinds of crazy stuff with our great community that we have over there, along with live streams, Q&A sessions. It's a fantastic community. Come join over with them. And of course, just more of us, more of the fun stuff that we do.
Yep.
We do video games. We do all kinds of really cool stuff over there at Discord, and you guys get access to all of that. So join up, saltynerdclub.com.